All right, let's get to some of the big storylines across the NFL. We are going to be talking about the quarterbacks, including one in particular that of course is of concern to just everybody who loves football. But let's talk about the GOAT for a second. Let's talk about Tom Brady, because Tom Brady's been in the news.
Has he?
Yeah, right.
I didn't notice.
Every time I'm looking on my phone, it's Tom Brady doing something different or appearing somewhere different. So it's during the first quarter of the Raiders game this past weekend, on Monday Night Football, actually, as a matter of fact, the game that came on way too late after the Bucs game.
Oh, man.
I have a whole other gripe about that, by the way. But Tom Brady is seen in the room, in the coach's, what do you call the room? The coordinator's room.
Yeah, the booth. Yeah,
the booth.
The booth upstairs. Right.
The booth upstairs with the Raiders coaching staff during the game. Okay, is the world overreacting to this, or is this? Do you have a problem with this?
So, should it be allowed? That's ultimately an NFL question, right? That's a league question.
And by the way, the league has come out, said a statement, said that there was no problem with it.
It's fine.
And the only reason that it is of concern is because, of course, he's an analyst for Fox.
Right. Look, do I hate it? Absolutely not. When I called games, right? I'm friends with a lot of GMs, and there's probably every TV guy, every commentator has these type of relationships. It's the reason, why. It's like the mutual respect amongst guys who are, because if you're calling games, you're usually an ex-player. It's the mutual respect between players and general managers and coaches across the league. Like, football is a really, really small ecosystem. Like, it feels like it's a big production, but it's the same people everywhere. I remember everywhere I used to call games, I'd see a coach or a player or somebody that I played with or against, and it was just like, what's up, man? And you just have these conversations. Now, this is different, obviously, Brady, because he's owner of the Raiders. He's certainly changing the paradigm because of being in the booth and also having an ownership stake while still being heavily involved in the operations of a team. I don't have a problem with it at all. Do I have a problem with it? Chip Kelly calling him during the week and talking about play.
Yeah.
I mean, he can obviously never call a Las Vegas Raiders game ever. How could he ever call a Las Vegas? It'd be
clear conflict,
impossible conflict of interest. But I'm here to tell you that every analyst has some sort of relationship with a team. Like, when I used to do Bucs games, like I remember Carolina Panthers, my first year calling games, they did not want to let me into the building.
Wow.
Because I was a Bucs player, and it was a Bucs Carolina game, and they're like, "Are you kidding me?" My producer and director is like, "Are you kidding me, Ronnie? He's a professional. He's not going to use this to an advantage. He's not going to give you trade secrets back to his team."
Who's trying to stop Rondé Barber?
The PR guy. The PR guy in Carolina. This actually happened. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Now, again, this is different because he's got an ownership stake. He's got a clear, interest in the success of the Las Vegas Raiders. So I get where people have some consternation, if you will, or some hesitation over this. But the only problem I would have is if he's ever calling a Raiders game. I think the NFL won't let that happen.
You know what's funny about all these photos of Brady as either an analyst or as a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders is that, normally when you see players or former players on the field, they're normally wearing the VIP, the credential.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's the one guy you never see. Maybe him and the commissioner.
Yeah.
There is no credential, or the owners. There's no credential. Like, he walks around wherever he wants. So who is going to stop Tom Brady from going into the booth? Who's going to stop Tom Brady from having access to really anything related to the Raiders or anything related to a Fox broadcast? So fact or fiction, Tom Brady is going to do what Tom Brady wants to do.
It's Tom Brady's world. We're all just living in it.
Yeah. No, facts. And moving on to another quarterback that, of course, is on the tip of everybody's tongues this week, and that being Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow is going to miss a significant time, several months, with turf toe and an injury sustained this past weekend. I think the estimated time is 3 months,
Yeah,
meaning
that's
that
tough.
he's missing really a majority of the season, and we'll see where the Bengals are when he's starting to return to a healthy enough point to practice and then maybe get into NFL action once again.
That would be the playoffs, basically.
Basically, the
Like,
playoffs.
3 months.
I mean, yeah, 3 months is the season.
Yeah,
so
it's the season.
How cataclysmic is this for? Pulling out the big words for this. How cataclysmic is this for the Cincinnati Bengals and their hopes?
I mean, look, this is the cautionary tale, right? You pay a quarterback $60 million, he's going to, and he gets hurt. And you've put a lot of money into both receivers on this team. You obviously made some other big money moves. This guy has a history of being hurt, and I think that probably helps Cincinnati. Jake Browning had some success in relief in previous. I mean, he's probably played 20 games backing up Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow missed 6 games as a rookie, right? With the when he tore his ACL, he had he missed 7 games in 23 when he broke his wrist, and now he's going to miss 14 games. So in 5 years, he's missed 27 games. By the way, after his rookie year and after the 23 year, he was comeback player of the year the next year. So it tells you how valuable the guy is. I think he's probably the best quarterback in the league when he's healthy. But he's been fully healthy for only 2 of his 5 years. That's a lot, man. And they paying this dude a ton of money. I'll reiterate that. They're paying the quarterback a ton of money. And every team is paying a quarterback a ton of money. So when that guy gets hurt, you don't have the capital, if you will, to go replace a guy like him. So how's it going to affect Cincy? I mean, a 2-0 start sounds great right now. But I don't have expectations for him, like none at all.
Jaden Daniels also getting hurt. He's day-to-day.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels got sprained knee. At least he's on his rookie contract, so you can go find reinforcements. Marcus Mariota is going to take over for him, who's had some success with Cliff Kingsbury's offense. But there's 3 other ones. Carson Wentz is playing for J.J. McCarthy. Mm-hmm. I don't think many Minnesota fans are going to be too unhappy with that moment. Because J.J. has not looked good, bro. He has not looked the part at all. Like, he completed 11 I know Atlanta's defense is getting better. Remember, we talked about this last week. Atlanta's defense is okay. I mean, they 6 sacks last week against JJ, but JJ is part of the problem in Minnesota. Brock Purdy's out, another high value and paid quarterback. Also turf toe. He has the same thing Joe Burrow has. It's just not the rupture of the tendon where you have to get surgery, but he's got a sprained toe ligament, and he's out. And then Mac Jones, how about that? Mac Jones, where did you come from? Mac Jones, 280 yards and 3 touchdowns, in San Francisco. And then I guess the final one we talk about. So we're talking about quarterback injuries. There's 5 significant ones.
And how about Justin Fields getting concussed this past week, coming into the game against the Bucs?
He's coming into the game with Gus, and he's concussed. He's probably not going to play. I mean, it's hard to come back from your first concussion. I don't know if it's his first concussion, but the first concussion of the year, they want to keep you in the protocol just to make sure. Certainly after all the Tua stuff a couple of years ago. So, I mean, we're looking at playing Tyrod Taylor in this weekend at home when the Jets come to town. It's pretty amazing this early in the year to have this many significant quarterback injuries.